Virginia Commonwealth University was born in 1968. VCU had to fight to get into Division I. They were playing their games at the 3,000-seat Franklin Street Gym. The gym, that's now the team's practice facility. The progression throughout this year alone is arguably just as drastic. Rams fans soaked up any chance they could get to be on national television during the regular season. However, VCU's recent time in the spotlight makes that seem forgettable. The national media pounced on the Rams ever since Selection Sunday, but analysts spouting anti-VCU comments before the tournament began gave way to underdog praise that flooded national coverage. Over 400 interview requests for VCU players and coaches the week leading up to the Final Four led to glowing features and commentary even after VCU's loss to Butler. On campus, spirit was building. The team left for Dayton March 13th for the first four. There was one bus, no send-off. Leaving for Houston, close to 2,000 people swarmed Siegel to say goodbye. After the Kansas win, pandemonium. To recap, what was the most impressive, most shocking run in the 72-year history of the men's NCAA tournament? Let's count it down. Inside the numbers. 3,058-1. The experts' odds on VCU's chances of winning the tournament. No prior VCU team had ever won more than one game in the Big Dance, never reaching the Sweet 16, Elite 8, or Final Four. The precedents weren't there. The odds predictions didn't favor VCU. USC by 13.
The VCU Rams have won in the NCAA tournament's first round. They advance to the field of 64.
Georgetown by 18.
There were doubters at the beginning of the week. They've been silenced tonight. The Rams invade the Big East. They beat the Hoyas.
Purdue by 18.
The Rams are heading to the Sweet 16. San Antonio, Texas, here we come. Another beatdown.
Florida State in overtime.
Kitchen with 5. Kitchen with 4. Kitchen right side with 3. Drives. Passes out to Singleton. Jumper. Blocked. 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 He blocked it. He blocked it. The Rams win it. They're going to the Elite 8. They're going to the Elite 8. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're going to the Elite 8.
Top-seeded Kansas by 10.
It's over. Rock. Shaka. Jayhawk. The Rams are going to the Final Four. They beat the Kansas Jayhawks 71-61.
That brings us to 88. The total NCAA tournament wins Kansas has racked up in its history. Purdue has 34 tournament game wins, and VCU doubled its tourney wins with 5 this year. 61. The number of three-pointers the Rams made in their 6 tournament games, the most by a team in the history of the tournament. 12 threes each against Purdue, Florida State, and Kansas were all one more than its prior regular season high. 39%. Opponent shooting percentage against the Rams in the tournament. VCU held the opposition to just 26% from three-point range. 36% was Butler's field goal percentage against VCU, but that looks lights out when compared to their abysmal 19% performance in the championship. 36% is the same mark that Kansas, the best shooting team in the country, shot against the Rams. 36 is also the average RPI of VCU's defeated opponents in the tournament. VCU had only downed 2 teams all season with better RPIs than 36. Kansas only played 5 teams all season in that category. March 29th, the original date of VCU's men's basketball banquet, postponed due to the Final Four appearance. 28. The number of wins VCU tallied this season, and the combined margin of victory in the Rams' wins over the Jayhawks, who were first in RPI in the country, and Purdue, 12th in RPI. Kansas leads the NCAA with 20 first-team All-Americans, and Purdue is second with 17 first-team selections. VCU has none. 18. The largest deficit of the season for Kansas. VCU handed the Jayhawks their largest tournament deficit in program history. 17. VCU's average largest lead in tournament games, the highest being 25 against Georgetown. 13. The Rams are the first double-digit seed in tournament history to win 3 games by 13 or more points. 12. VCU's average margin of victory in games won in the tournament. VCU held USC to 46 points, the lowest point total of the year for the Trojans, and the least points VCU has given up all season. The 94 points scored against Purdue were the most the Boilermakers have given up all season. 10. The Rams now have 10 wins to 1 loss in the postseason under Shaka Smart. 8 years, the length of Shaka Smart's new contract, at $1.2 million per season. His previous deal was set at just $325,000. 6. The Rams' national ranking, the highest in school and CAA history. 4. The Rams' finishing position in the CAA, also the number of teams left in contention for the national championship when VCU took to the court for the final time. And finally, number 1. VCU and Virginia Commonwealth were the number 1 Google search entries the day of the Elite Eight game. Other ways the tournament impacted VCU? How about over 40,000 t-shirts sold over a 2-week period? How about giving this school a reason to cheer, a reason to be spirited at a college whose students more frequently wear hoodies and t-shirts of other universities rather than their own? How about the millions of dollars the school will make from the tournament, the alumni donations, the increased applications? The 2010-2011 men's basketball team has given this university so much more than the first 4, than the final 4, than the numbers and statistics, than the history, the wins, and the upsets. These Rams have given this university a reason to come together as one, outside the numbers. For Rams Review, I'm Tommy Lopez.